Ready to go. Let's do this thing, people. It was Oscar night, but our attention in Hollywood was focused on the Lakers and the Clippers. And Dan, you know what they've got? Luka Doncic would have made a pretty good quarterback. I want to show you two plays from Doncic here. Okay, James Harden, that's no good. How about this pass from Luka right here?
How sudden it happens. Catch the rebound, head turns, and knows exactly. I mean, there's a little cherry picking by LeBron James there as well, but I love the vision.
Third quarter, how about this one? Again, off a miss.
Ooh, did you see the peak before the ball came off the rim?
You see that?
The peak before the ball comes off the rim to see what it looks like, and then the two-hander perfectly to LeBron.
Lakers up 15, and then Luka would get into his bag of tricks. Tough shot there. Lakers a 14-point lead, and Luka not done, starting to get his legs under him a little bit, knocking down a three. He had 29, 9 assists. Dad loves it. Lakers up a dozen in the fourth. Fourth quarter, close game now, 5-point game. Doncic, LeBron, corner three. LeBron would score just 17. Lakers an 8-point lead. Now watch this. Classic LeBron James on the defensive end. Here he comes. Oh, they originally call it a goaltend, but you'll take another look. The call would be reversed. He gets it before it touches the backboard, and that is all she wrote. LeBron, by the way, 1 point shy of 50,000 for his career, and the Lakers win again. Later, Luka.
Are you enjoying playing in this building? The fans certainly seem to be appreciating the effort.
Hell yeah. It's nice.
He played fantastic tonight. And again, it was that verve and that spirit of competition, but also just something that maybe it's an inner demon, I don't know, but it comes out, and it's fantastic for us when it does.
I have described Brian Windhorst that way many times, as a man with an inner demon that comes out every now and again. Windy, what?
Hell yeah.
I'm running. I don't understand how this is happening. When this deal was made, I don't think this was supposed to be this good this quickly. Tell me about Luka yesterday.
Well, let's go over a couple of things here. Lakers are missing two starters in this game, Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves. And for the first time in like a month, LeBron has a dog game. He had some good plays, including that block. He has 8 turnovers, shoots 6 of 17. They're playing a Clipper team that is a quality team, and it's good to see them for the second time in 3 days. And the Lakers still take care of business because Luka has a strong game. He's getting a little bit stronger with his legs. You can tell he's got more confidence in his shot. And they're just defending. I mean, look, let me tell you how badly the Clippers wanted to win this game, Greeny. They played Kawhi Leonard almost 40 minutes in this one. He had a great game. He had 33 points. He hadn't played that many minutes since November of 23. The most points he scored in over a calendar year. And they still handle their business. They've got 9 straight wins over teams with winning records. I am looking for a reason not to believe in this team, but they woke up today with the number 2 seed. They are really in a good place right now and winning in a way that I am beginning to believe is truly sustainable.
Let's underline the last part of what you just said there. When this trade was made, the Lakers were in 7th. Now, bear in mind, the West is so bundled together that the space from 7 to 2 is not all that great, but they have made up all of it. They are the 2 seed as we speak. And when you say sustainable, what do you mean? What is the way they are winning that can continue through the season and into the playoffs?
Well, they're defending. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, any discussion about the Lakers is can they defend? And you would think with their lack of size in the interior would hurt them. And on Friday, Ivica Zubac, who's one of the better centers they've played, hammered them. He had like 27 points and 16 rebounds, and they still won because they're doing a really good job of using their perimeter size to create mismatches. They're doubling the right players. They're staying off the right players. There's a little bit of a golden touch right now. I expect them to come back to earth a little bit. They've got a very challenging 4-game road trip that starts later this week. They've got to come play in Boston. They got to play in Denver on that road trip. So they're not going to win out the rest of the season, but they continue to demonstrate that this is a sustainable pathway because of that defense. I can't look at them and say that they've been the top defense in the league for 6 or 7 weeks now and say that that's just a fluke. They are just generally playing sound defense with a good structure under J.J. Redick, and it keeps resulting in victories.
That game at Boston is Saturday night on ABC. Looking forward to that. Windman, stay close by. Much more hoops from yesterday, including the Celtics and Nuggets. We'll get to all of that, but
piling for the Lake Show. They've won 5 straight games. LeBron 18 points shy, becoming the first player ever to get to 50,000 points. First quarter, James Harden, no. Luka was like, yeet. Bron finishes down at the other end. Lake Show up half a dozen. Third quarter now. And Luka going full Joe Burrow again. I know Bron down there somewhere. And he was. Baseline to baseline. Lakers are up 6 at this point. And then Luka getting in on the scoring. They're up 15. And then from distance, shoots that one over James Harden. Yeah, I mean, come on. James Pops loving it.
James Harden with his palms up wondering why there's a foul. He's rich.
All right, we're in the fourth quarter now. The lead is 5. The triple for LeBron puts him at 49,999 career points. He's 1 away. Chris Dunn, cookies on Luka. He did have 6 turnovers, did Luka in this game, but Bron the other way, man. Blocked him, looked clean. Instead, got called for goaltending. What, on me? Huh? Who else set Chris Dunn in the next dimension? I mean, that looked clean. Didn't look like he was on its way down. LeBron, 17 points. He will get to 50,000, no doubt. It just wasn't last night. So Bron ended yesterday sitting on 49,999 after going 1 for 8 in the fourth quarter. Now with 1 point, he's going to become the first player ever to get to 50,000 in his career. He did reach one milestone yesterday, though, as he became the 4th player in league history to win 1,000 career regular season games. Let's talk more about it. LeBron James knocking on the door of history. Senior NBA reporter Brian Windhorst joining the program now. Windy, Lakers, they've won 16 of the last 19. They've won now 6 straight. Why was last night's win particularly impressive in your eye?
Well, first off, he's already got 50,000 because they don't count play-in games or the in-season tournament final. He's done. It'll be the 3rd time he's done it, but that's a different topic for a different highlight, Gary. Look, I'm looking for smoke and mirrors on the Lakers. I can't find it. In this game, they are missing 2 starters, okay? The Clippers really wanted it. You want to know how I know? They played Kawhi Leonard the most minutes they've played him since dating all the way back to November of 2023. And he had a great game. And the Lakers actually saw LeBron struggle. LeBron's been perfect for the last few weeks. He actually had 8 turnovers in this game, but they defended. They got Luka Doncic having a good game. Dalton Connect had his best game in months, and they pulled it out. And now it's 9 straight wins over teams with winning records. And again, another good defensive performance. This team just continues to impress, and they wake up today with the number 2 seed in the Western Conference.
Last week, you said this last 6-game stretch was the most important for the Lakers, and in that 6-game stretch, they went a perfect 6-0. That streak likely to continue when they host the Pelicans tomorrow. Wendy, stand by. Randy, what you got?
All right, I got a matchup here. I got Celtics and Nuggets, 2 NBA champs, Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, and 83 points combined in the last loss for the Celtics. That was against the Cavs for the Tatum and Brown connection. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Well, Jaylen Brown had 22. We see him go baseline and 1, and then Tatum's going to pull up for a tough jumper. These 2 only combined for 38. The 22 for Jaylen, 16 for Tatum, and yet the Celtics would lead by 13 at the break. Fourth quarter, Jamal Murray to Nikola Jokic. More like Freakola Jokic. Am I right?
Freak the freak, that's what they said.
For the dad bod god out there. Why not from Jokic? But only 20 points and only, air quotes, the 14 rebounds. Derek White knocking out 5 threes. He had 17 points. Look at this, though. Off the turnover. We're late. We got less than a minute to go. Jaylen Brown leaving it for Al Horford.
Oh,
who lays it in?
The old fella.
And if there's a nit to pick, Jaylen Brown has it.
I see him running, throw it back to the big fella. He's supposed to dunk that, but, he got 5 kids, so we let him slide.
We're going to unconfirm that. We didn't get stats and info on that.
A lot of kids. Starting 5. It is a starting 5.
It is a starting 5. I trust Jaylen. Used to be my neighbor, live in a different neighborhood. No big deal. Brian Windhorst, I doubt he knows that, Gary. But the Celtics win. But they do nearly lose another 20-point lead. They've shown a habit of playing with their food in stretches this season. How vulnerable is this team as we make the push to the postseason?
Well, that habit has gone back most of this decade, to be honest with you. They're a team that repeatedly has been terrific and gotten huge leads and then lost their focus a little bit. They also, because they shoot so many threes, although they didn't put up a high volume yesterday, but in general, they are a high 3-point shooting team. And so they have variance. And so I would say that they continue to be extremely impressive. Remember, last year, Denver was the only team in the league they didn't beat. Denver was 2-0 against them last year. We thought we might get a great finals matchup. and then it ended up not happening. And we also saw this happen on Friday against the Cavs, where that huge game, they get up by 22 in the first quarter in that game and end up losing when Donovan Mitchell has a big comeback. So what I would say about the Celtics is they have routinely proven, including this weekend, that they can dominate the league's elite teams, the teams that we may see them playing in May and June. But there is a question about whether or not they can maintain that focus. And look, they had 2 starters out over the weekend. There's other things that, indicate that they're in really good shape. But they don't have the same margin for error they did last year. They're just as good, if not better, but they don't have the same margin for error, and that will keep us on the edge of our seats come the postseason, is my guess.
You mentioned the 2 starters. Drew Holiday still dealing with injury maintenance. Kristaps Porzingis out with an illness. But Boston hosts Portland and Philly before the Lakers come to town, a matchup of the current 2 seed.